Hi guys, it's Emily. Welcome back to my channel. Today I am sharing a custom order journal that I made. It is a willow tree theme for the most part. There are some other trees and landscape images in here as well, but predominantly it is meant to be a willow tree theme. It is approximately 6.5 inches across and 8.25 inches tall, if you don't count all the fun stuff at the top and the bottom. It wraps around here, and I just used some seam binding that I dyed with picked raspberry distress ink, hence the pink fingers. And then I also added a little fabric cluster up here. There's a couple ruffles and some lace, and then I sewed on this tree charm, and I did add a little bit of glue just on the trunk to hold it down because it was kind of flopping every which way. But there's a little better close-up look at the design on the wallpaper. I love this green color with the pink. Just a couple little fabric or paper flowers, sorry. And then the back is just the wallpaper. There are 2 signatures sewn in there with some waxed linen thread. I forgot to count the pages, but you know. And then this just wraps around, and I have it attached to an eyelet here. And then here's the fabric that I used on the inside. It's just kind of a, you know, just neutral, kind of rusticy, got a nice texture. And I will list in the description box all the Etsy shops and places that I got the digitals from, but I'm not gonna say them all or this video just gets too long. So we have some printable eco-dyed paper here, and then I just used some vintage lace on the edge of both of the front pages of the signatures, and has this pretty pink ribbon coming down through the middle. And then I decorated a little pink envelope here with some lace and a little bow and another flower, and then that just flips open, and there is a journaling card inside with a fussy cut image that I glued on there, and then a little paper ruffle and some bling at the top. I left all of my sewing strings on here this time. I figure the recipient can cut them off if she doesn't like them, but I kind of liked it. It just added more pink. All right, so we have an image of some willow trees here, and then on the back I have some of this little trim, kind of tassel-y trim, and this is a little tuck spot for a journaling card. And this is a image from a vintage Reader's Digest. It's a tree. It's probably not a willow tree, but there are lots of different types of willow trees, so it could very well be. Another little paper ruffle and some bling, and then this is a willow that I just fussy tore out and inked up and put it on this tea stain paper that I printed some landscape images on. You'll see those throughout. It's a little card here that I turned into a pocket with another willow journaling card, another willow image, and then a tag here with some eyelash trim. This paper, all of the pink paper, I dyed with black cherry Kool-Aid, which I'm just in love with that color. And then here we have a little paper clip that I curled, and there's a little booklet attached there with a bunch of tea-dyed paper and a doily, and then there's another willow image, and that just clips on there. And I did add a lot of birds to this journal as well. It was difficult to just find, you know, enough interesting willow tree things, images and stuff. So I kind of, you know, adapted it and added some birds Here's a pretty landscape picture. A little printed out gessoed leaf there with a journaling card. And then this is another paper clip, and then it's like a family tree image on there, and it's just like a CD envelope, I guess. And then this journaling card that has this pretty printed image on the back. And then that is another Willow. And that just clips on here. Another tag. And then this I made out of Edith Holden pages. So you have the pocket here that has willow branch, and then here as well. And then I just added some pink lace and a little sheer ribbon bow, and did some pretty stitching up the side there. I'm experimenting with my sewing machine, guys. It's fun. I keep saying my sewing machine. It's actually my mother-in-law's, and I need to say thank you to Clara again for letting me borrow that while she is out of town, because I don't have one of my own. So it is very nice that I have access to one. This is just some craft paper, and then I just took a little printed stamp here that had a leaf on it and some pink netting behind it and a little flower. And then this is a willow herb. I did not realize that there was a willow herb, but this is what it looks like. And I just printed that on tea-dyed paper. And then you have this journaling card and a little leaf with some script on it. And then here's a page here. And then I just created, this was actually a journaling page from a tree kit, and I just printed 2 to a page, so it made it a lot smaller, and I cut it out and made it a little tuck spot there. And I added an eyelet and some pink cheesecloth to the top and a little ribbon just to give it some more interest. And then here I've got a bulldog clip and a little pocket. I liked the back, so I didn't want to glue it down. And then a journaling card in there and a little bit of bling. And I don't know if you can see or not, but I added some Wink of Stella glitter, excuse me, glitter there on the eggs. I'm not sure if that's showing up, but it's awfully pretty in person, so I like that a lot. And then this just clips onto this page. And then on the back here, we have another little pocket and a willow tree. Or I don't know, this might not be a willow tree. This is actually not a willow tree. This is some sort of fir tree, but I liked it, so I put it in here. And then some pussy willows here, and then I just added a little bit of ribbon down the side. And then this is the middle of the signature, and I added that trim along the edge. And then I have an altered paper clip that I made with some domino sized images from the Graphics Fairy. And I just added this really pretty trim stuff to the top and a journaling card underneath that. I don't know if I said, yeah, I think I did. This is like the 3rd time I'm recording this, so if I'm repeating myself, I'm sorry. There are 2 signatures, I think I said that. And then in the middle of each signature, I just added a bead here that hangs out the bottom. And then this image I turned into a pocket, corner punched that, added a little bit of bling. And then there are 2 journaling cards inside. And the other side of that landscape image. And then another tag. And there's that. And then this is just a Tim Holtz little bird card. And I just, I sewed some lace along the edge here. Another leaf, a little tuck spot. Yep, there's the other side of that willow herb picture. More craft paper with some pretty, I love this stitch. I'm gonna hold it up here so maybe you can see it better. It looks almost like cross stitch. I love it. Hopefully you can see that. I've been experimenting, not just using the straight stitch and the, the zigzag stitch, but I had these, I don't even know where I got these from actually, but they had birds on them and I thought they were pretty, so just made a little tuck spot there. I made a little large, wide belly band, I guess you would call it. and I added a Tim Holtz bird to the front there and some cheesecloth and the word love and a little flower. And these I'm so excited about. There are 2 of these in here. So these images I printed from the Graphics Fairy, and I hope this picks up on camera, but I covered the inside with some glossy accents, and it looks like a picture frame now. Can you see that? I hope that's kind of showing up. It's so cool. I was so excited. But there's journaling space on the back, but I loved how that turned out. So there's 2 of those, and that's, oops, tucked in there behind that birdie. And then more journaling cards. I had a ton of journaling cards. I was able to find someone on Etsy that sells just these sized cards, and it was a whole kit of willow trees and branches and bushes and stuff. So super excited. So there's tons of journaling cards. And then I just have a little fabric ribbon ruffle up at the top there. Another willow tree, and then this little pocket for that journaling card. And then I made a couple doily pockets, and there's a tag in there with that pretty eco-dyed paper. And then I just put some of that pink netting on here, and I just punched out a tiny little pink heart for the front. And then this came from Old Design Shop, I believe, actually. And then there's that, and I just did that pretty sewing along the side there. Another leaf and a journaling card. This is a weeping willow image, and then this comes off, and you have a little bead dangle there on the paper clip. And then this actually has paper inside, so for more journaling space. And that just tucks around there, but then up here we have a large stamp and a journaling card, so it just kind of holds all that down, and then you've got the pretty bead on the outside. There we go. All right, and then another journaling card here. This says choose joy. And then I made some more circle tags. These were actually circles already that I printed from the Graphics Fairy, but I just connected those with some baker's twine. You can journal on the back, and then this was also, the background was a circle that I cut out, and then I just cut a piece of a circle from that eco-dyed paper and added a little pretty blingy brad that holds the lace on, and then a little flower, and then another little piece of this lace. So you just have a nice little pocket there. And then I sewed some grosgrain ribbon along the edge of the back of each signature. And then here's the second one. Another envelope in here that I put some lace on, paper ruffle, I couldn't think of the word. And then inside here is one of these cards. And then more of that little trim here, and then another Tim Holtz ephemera, and a tag and a journaling card. Just tucks in there. And then here you have the second little booklet, just like the first one, just a different image, but same on the inside. And then this says Leaves of a Weeping Willow. Just thought that was pretty. So that goes on there with the bulldog clip. And this little card that I glued this image onto. These pages are from, I forgot to say that, the first one. There's one page in each signature, and they are pages from a book on nature. It has trees and birds and flowers, I believe. So I was able to find some willow pages. Actually, there might, hold on, now I gotta go back and look, because I feel like maybe there isn't one in each, and that's why I didn't remember to say something. Yeah, no, there's only one. Sorry, I'm losing my mind today, guys. Anyway, all right, so we have another circle pocket with some circle tags, just like the other one. Another little gessoed leaf there. Another journaling card. Some pretty leaves I printed on tea-dye paper. And then this image, a little stamp and some lace and some eyelash trim there, just for decoration. Another tag, and then this pretty pocket. Some more willow trees tucked under that leaf. It also has script, and then there's an envelope here that came with the eco dyed paper, and then I just tucked a piece of pink paper inside there that I corner punched as well. And then that just clips on with this little curly Q paper clip. And then here's the other landscape picture that I used glossy accents on. I just love that. It's just, I don't know, it just makes me happy. It's so cool. And then I just added the word memories down here and a little flower and put this Tim Holtz bird on this card. And there's another piece of that craft paper, and here I just added some lace to kind of create a valance on this window. This was an image from a vintage Reader's Digest as well, and I just added some of that netting and put it on some of the pink paper. And then you have a journaling card inside. And another tag. And this is a white-leaved willow. Some more of that trim. And then another paper clip here. I just have to make sure I don't, there we go. Oops. Okay, and then you've got another bead here in the middle, the signature. And then this is a Tim Holtz die cut with a couple journaling cards in there. And this is the Babylonian or Weeping Willow. That was pretty. Another little pocket I made. And then you've got some lace sewn on here. Another one of those big stamps from the Graphics Fairy, and a journaling card. And then this came from the old design shop, one of her ephemera sets. I don't remember which one, but I will link her shop in the description box below. And then a journaling card in there. And then here you have another one of those pockets, paper clipped on with a little satin bow. And then there's a little tiny journaling card inside there. Oh, and this card. Duh, Emily. All right, let me take the whole thing off. That's easier. So you have this large journaling card and the little bitty journaling card inside the pocket that has space on the back. So it's just a floating pocket. And then I don't know if you can see, I added some Wink of Stella on those flowers as well, but I think that's probably not coming through, but it looks, just take my word for it, it looks very pretty in person. Oh my. All right, here's another doily pocket with a tag. And then here is another one of these that I made, exactly the same as the other signature. The other side of that image. And then some more journaling cards, another fabric ruffle. And then I just added some ribbon and some lace down at the bottom of this page, just to, you know, I don't know, just to make it pretty. And then you have another pocket and tag from Edith Holden here. And this is just some, this is just like a poem page from there, but I added the ribbon and lace to the top. And then you've got this little bird here, and he's sitting on a willow branch. And then that clips on here. Okay, and then another journaling card. And then here you have another file folder with that bead dangle. And this time it has pink paper inside. Nice long strip of paper. And then pocket here with a journaling card. And then that just kind of goes over that whole thing. And then you've got the pretty, if I can remember how it goes. There we go. Okay, sorry. I feel like I'm all thumbs right now. There we go. And then another tag with some eyelash trim. Another one of those leaves. And that's it, guys. That's the end. So I hope you enjoyed that. If you did, give it a thumbs up for me. That would be great. I have another custom order to do that I will be working on next. And I might, while I'm working on that, I'm not sure yet, I might do some craft with me type videos. I'm not sure, so we'll see. Yeah, so I hope you all have a fantastic weekend, and I hope your day is going well, and I will see you next time. Bye.